Hi everyone, Comic Book Reviewer here. This time reviewing on issue 11 of the 2000 run of Ultimate Spider-Man. Now I'm back to doing the sort of 2000 run of Ultimate Spider-Man that I did do 1 or 2 years ago. Finally decided to sit down to read issue 11. Finally managed to read the story. So let's get on with the review. The story mainly starts off with Ultimate Peter finally now using his brains and realizing that he can't really be Spider-Man without it. So obviously sends his email to the tech company that Wilson Fisk uses to try and find out about the whole security thing, and of course does things under a sort of false email. And right away we kind of see how Peter ends up meeting Dr. Bailey, who just looks like a more sort of variant of Aunt May, and we see how obviously she's been tasked with helping the students come to terms with everything that happened with the Ultimate Green Goblin. And we see how Peter says, you mean Harry's dad? I'm sorry, Harry. And that aberration or whatever you just called it, it was Harry's dad, Norman Osborn's. Harry's dad, Norman Osborn. And we also kind of see how obviously she wants to find out more about how the students are coping and so forth. And of course, Peter knows this is going to get a little tricky, knowing that there's something else to it. And says, I see you recently had a loss in the family. Were you close with your uncle, was it? What is this for again? This is to help you. Then why are you taking notes? Oh, this is just for me. Don't give me a thought. And we also see how Peter plays it smart. And of course, as soon as he gets out, he meets Ultimate Liz, who also is taking the sort of sessions as well to try and get help. And it's clear that Ultimate Peter does feel responsible, knowing that he didn't meant for this to happen. And of course, goes back to check his emails, nothing yet. And of course, tries to see how Ultimate MJ is. But of course, even she's not happy with what Ultimate Peters keeps basically bailing out on dates and that. And saying, well, don't be mad forever. And of course, manages to get back to his house and finds out that, yeah, he's now got the email. And of course, they send a special video. And the sort of guide who's meant to be Ultimate Pasty Walker, who's obviously meant to be working a number of jobs before she becomes Ultimate Hellcat, is talking about the security system, everything about the recordings and stuff, and so forth. And this is where Ultimate Peter now knows if Wilson Fisk uses this to his advantage, he could expose his identity at any time, and gets to work quickly as Ultimate Spider-Man. And we see right away Ultimate Wilson Fisk and his goons are all talking. And we even see them saying, what? You're talking about Spider-Man, kid? There's no sign of him, Mr. Fisk. He's gone. Bye-bye. And of course, right away we see how Ultimate Peter gets to work. Mainly takes down one of the security guards, tries to handle the other. And of course, we kind of see how the Ultimate Enforcers are debating over if they did the right thing or not. And we even see Montana having to agree with, obviously, with Ultimate Ox, saying, he's right, Dan. Ox is right. We sold Big out. We helped kill someone we swore an oath to. And now, what are we? Swore an oath? He owed us all money. And of course, we see how the Ultimate Forces get to work. And right away, Peter finds the whole locks and saves to the whole DVDs. and manages to find some of the ones from what happened with his first battle, and knows that the other DVDs could contain other important information of Wilson Fisk, until ultimately Electro destroys them. But of course, now has to deal with not only the Enforcers, but also Ultimate Electro, ending the story there. So I think my thoughts about issue 11, it's not a bad story, but it knows it has to build up things to issue 12 to keep the story going. And I think for my thoughts is that it obviously knows it has to build something up, but it is suffering from a lot of rushed ideas, wasted potential, and sort of things that you can tell Bendis wanted to build. But obviously, when you look at, say, Spectacular Spider-Man or any other Spider-Man media, they always took time to build things up, took things slowly. But I think when you look at Marvel Spider-Man, the cartoon show, that felt the same with the Ultimate Comics, kind of rushing things, throwing in what characters they could, and so forth. An okay story, not the best, but it definitely deserves a thumbs in the middle. Kind of alright, but kind of okay. So, Comic Book Reviewer here, signing out.